What's up, everybody? Happy Thursday. Hope all you're having a great day so far today. Getting into this episode of Days. Listen, listen. What the hell is wrong with Brady? Brady made a total fool out of himself. He made himself look like a complete ass. Like he's sitting there kissing Chloe. So when Philip walked in, Philip was like, "Get your hands off my girl." And Brady sitting there talking about me and Chloe are gonna be together. He made a total fool out of his damn self. Like, bro, Chloe never told you that. She never once said, we're a couple now. We're going to be together. I want you. She didn't say that to you. You made a fool out of yourself, kissed her, and then tried to declare to Philip, oh, we're together. We're going to be together. Chloe was like, sir. Chloe said, let me stop you right there. She said, I never told you that. She basically, I'm paraphrasing. She didn't say that. But she was like, I never told you that. She was like, yeah, it's too late. Me and Philip are already together. I was like, see, Brady, you made yourself like a total ass. You really did. Being all premature. Um, and Philip was sitting there gloating and mocking him and taunting him and stuff. And Chloe couldn't stand that. She didn't like that. That he was twisting the knife, basically. My thing is, something tell me Chloe really does want to be with Brady. I don't know why, but when he gave her a framed photo of her and Parker, she was also looking at a photo of Brady. I'm like, Chloe, don't do this. Don't sit here and leave Philip on, making him think y'all gonna be a couple if you really got feelings for somebody else. Like, if you really want to be with Brady, now is the time to tell Philip that. You know what I'm saying? Don't lead him on. Don't. Because I like Chloe, but in my opinion, if she leads Philip to think that, oh, we're a couple, we're gonna be together, but you still got residual feelings for Brady, and that's really who you want to be with, and Philip find out about that, I wouldn't blame Philip if he wanted revenge or he wanted to, get angry at her or whatever, because now's the time to let him know who you really want and what you really want. Don't lead that man on, get all, comfortable with you and happy with you, and then you just, let the other shoe drop. Don't do that, because that'd be trifling. So anyway, moving on from that, Nicole is on the warpath. Nicole confronted Lucas about Kristen blackmailing him and Sammy or whatever, about the fact that she know that the two of them slept together or whatever. And of course, Lucas did the smart thing. He denied it. I'm gonna say it was smart because Nicole ain't got no proof. If she had proof, you already know Nicole would have been confronted Sammy about it, or she would have went to EJ by now. You know what I mean? Like, she would have did something like that. So he knew. He was like, yeah, you ain't got no proof of nothing. So he sat right there and denied it. He was like, I don't know what you're talking about. He was like, I ain't do nothing. And she talking about, oh, I'm gonna find proof. See, I like Nicole, but it's like, don't confront nobody and throw out accusations unless you have proof. Her going to Lucas was not the best move to make. You know what I mean? Because all he's gonna do is call Sammy and tip her off that you are looking for information on them or on Sammy. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it's mostly about. That was a fool's move. Don't do that because you don't want nobody knowing what you're up to. Like, she already knows Sammy trying to find dirt on her, but you don't want Sammy to know that you're trying to find dirt on her too. You don't want her to know that. Nope, catch her off guard. Going to Lucas was a big mistake because you ain't had no proof. You don't accuse nobody of nothing unless you got the smoking gun. So of course, soon as she left, Lucas said, "Doop doop doop." He called Sammy. We need to talk. Sammy was like, "Look, I ain't got time to waste right now." She was like, "Kristen wrote EJ ass a letter about the affair. I gotta go find it." Click. She was like, "I ain't got time to talk to you right now." I was like, "No, Sammy, you might want to hear what that man got to tell you right quick. Like, you need to know what Nicole up to." And so Nicole ended up seeing Brady on the park bench or whatever. He sitting there moping about Chloe and whatnot. So of course Nicole was asking him about Kristen's whereabouts, and Brady was like, "Shit, I don't know where that chick is." So she got a hold of Brady's phone. She looking at Brady's phone and saw his recent call log, and figured like, oh, this is the number Kristen called from. This Kristen number. So she planned on tracing that number. First of all, how did you even get that number? Because I'm like, when Kristen called Brady, she called from unknown. She called from an unknown number, and when she called EJ, I believe that number was unknown. Because even Brady said, I don't know where she at. I don't know, like, why would she call him from a direct number? Like, she called from an unknown number. So how you got a number for her when she called unknown? I don't get that. But, it's a race, basically. Nicole trying to do whatever she can to get the dirt before Sammy, get the dirt on her. She was like, hell no. So anyway, moving on from that, Sammy is running around the mansion like a chicken with her head cut off. Like, she is trying to stop this information from coming out because EJ sitting there looking around for a letter. He looking for the letter that Kristen wrote him. And when Sammy heard that shit, she was like, oh, hell no. Sammy said, nope, I got to find this letter. I got to find this. And Jake and Gabby over there reading the letter. And of course, Jake talking about something, oh, I got the dirt on EJ now. I could take him down. Talking about something, oh, since he took Demira away from me, I'm going to take Sammy away from him. First of all, little boy. First of all, little one. You can't take Sammy away from EJ by showing him that letter. Because it's up to EJ whether or not he's going to want to stay with her or dump her ass. So if he continues to be with her, the joke is going to be on your ass because even still, you didn't take nothing from him. And he really needs to stop bitching about Demira Enterprises because I'm like, number one, you didn't even know what the hell you were doing at that job. It's not like he talks as if he earned the position of CEO. You had no experience when you got that job. Kate was feeding him information and helping him keeping the company afloat. He didn't even know what he was doing. So I'm like, what are you bitching about? Like, you act like Demira's your birthright or something. You didn't even know Stefano. Stefano did not raise you. Stefano did not know nothing about you. So who's to say Stefano would have wanted you in the company? For years, Stefano groomed EJ and Chad to run that company. He groomed them to do so. Those were his picks to run the company. Not you, not Stefan. He didn't even know about y'all. So calm your little self down. So of course he decided to throw the letter away because Gabby was telling him, you're not about to use that letter to take EJ down because Ariana is Sammy's granddaughter. So she was like, no, I'm not about to ruin her marriage. You know what I mean? I thought that was decent of Gabby. I really did. I thought that was, the decent thing of her. But, Jake, of course, didn't listen. Jake took that letter, went over to the mansion. Gabby, saw that he was going, saw the letter going. Gabby said, oh, hell no. Gabby hauled ass out that house. She said, nope, not today. So he confronted EJ or whatever, talking about, oh, I'm here to take you down or whatever. He go reach in his pocket. EJ thought he was about to pull out a gun. So EJ said, well, if you got a gun, you might as well go ahead and pull it out and shoot me because I don't give a damn. I love EJ because EJ was like, I ain't never scared. EJ was like, shit, what you expect me to do, duck and run? EJ stood right there and said, go ahead, shoot me. Take out your little cap gun and pow, pow, pow. Go do what you got to do. But you know what? Jake had second thoughts because he knew if he showed EJ that letter, he knew it was going to create conflict between him and Gabby. He knew it. And he felt like, you know what? It ain't even worth it. He loved Gabby more than he hate EJ. In my opinion, his hatred for EJ is so stupid. Like, you barely know EJ and you're mad at EJ over a company that you shouldn't have been running from start. Like, come on now. So, him and Gabby went back home or whatever and had a little lovey-dovey moment. But Gabby ended up giving Sammy the letter or whatever. And Sammy, this heifer done took some matches because she looking for matches to burn the letter. She put the letter in the fireplace. She wanted to burn it. So EJ caught her looking for matches or whatever. He was like, what the hell you got matches for? So they decided to go upstairs, and finish their round or whatever because he got tired of looking for Kristen letter or whatever. My thing is, Sammy's so stupid. Sammy is dumb. I'm like, first of all, the secret is going to come out. Whether you like it or not, whether you want it to or not, that secret is coming out. Because EJ is co-CEO of Demira Enterprises, meaning he's going to have to go to the office at some point, which means Sammy's not going to be at the office with him. Sammy can't be around EJ 24/7. So when he goes to the office, what if Kristen calls him while he's at the office? You're not going to be there to stop that phone call or to interrupt that phone call. So she could very well tell him. I'm just saying. Like, duh. So you burning that letter or trying to burn that letter is pointless. Like, what's the point? The secret is gonna come out, Sammy. You might as well just let it on out. You might as well be the one to own it and just tell him. Maybe he'll be less angry if you were the one telling him and he didn't have to find out through Kristen or some dumbass letter. You might as well go ahead and tell that man what you did and let it all out. You know what I mean? Like, I understand why she's scared because we know how EJ is. And Jake is a fool too. I just want to point that out. Jake really think he's a match for EJ. Like, Jake, go sit your ass down. You ain't no match for him. That man will chew you up and spit you out. Sit it down. So anyway, moving on from that, Ava, she was worried or whatever about Gabby and Jake living at the mansion because she feels like, oh, Gabby, what if Gabby don't like me or whatever? In my opinion, she shouldn't be worried about that. You know what I mean? Like, she shouldn't be worried about Gabby. At the end of the day, if Gabby don't like her or don't want her at the house, Gabby ass can go back to her mansion. You still own the Demira house, go back over there. Or take you and Jake's ass and go to a hotel. You ain't got to be at Rafe's if you don't like the current company he keep. And Rafe need to go ahead and just tell Ava that he got feelings for Nicole. Because it ain't, sometimes I don't like Ava, but then again, I do like her. It's like here and there, but I don't feel like she deserved that, because clearly she care about Rafe. And he feels like, you know what, Nicole's a married woman still. I'm with Ava, so he feel like he just got to push his feelings to the side. I hate when people do that because at the end of the day, if that's how you feel and that's who you want to be with, you need to be honest with the one you're with. You know what I mean? But we all know honesty is not these people's strong suit. So you already know the truth going to come out in a dramatic fashion. And I'm going to be here for it because ain't no telling what Ava going to do. Ava got, psychotic tendencies, so you never know. She might try to confront him and stab him. You don't know what Ava going to do. She crazy as all get out. So I'm here for that. So anyway, that was the whole episode. Hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought about it. And I will see y'all all later. Have a great day. Peace.